Ты должна остановить их, Лара. Пообещай мне.
Беги!
Серьезно?
So, Alicia, I'm Jem. I'm hosting.
Hi, Jem.
Hi, Alicia. I'm host of the morning show on the biggest Russian radio station, Europa Plus.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
I hope to get to Moscow one day.
And the first question is, was it your idea to reboot the Tomb Raider movie?
Yes, back in 2010. The game company Square Enix came to me and they pitched me their version of the 2013 game. And I found a lot of elements in that you could turn the game in a franchise, reboot the franchise in a cinematic experience. And that's kind of where it all started. So that was, 8 years ago.
And this is your first collaboration with such a huge company like Warner Brothers.
Mm.
And do you remember the day when somebody called you and offered to direct Tomb Raider?
Yes.
What did you feel?
I remember the day I got an email from my agents when one of the executives at MGM had seen my previous movie, The Wave, and thought, what about him for Tomb Raider? And I got very excited.
And did you play the Tomb Raider computer game?
Yeah, I used to play the first game when that came out with my friends back in Oslo. We were playing and trying to make Lara Croft solve the puzzles and jump the hurdles. Yeah.
Did you like it?
I loved it, yeah. I thought it was really refreshing to see a young woman in that video game action hero role.
And the first question is about your apes. I saw it, the six-pack. Is it for real?
Yes, it is for real, and sadly, it's not here anymore. No, it takes a huge amount of work to do that, and even my trainer that helped me said, this is not real life, but it's still 6-7 months to go. So I, of course, kept up a very kind of strict training regime to be able to, portray Lara in this more realistic version of this universe with truth. I looked to a lot of athletes and stunt women that I've met in the industry, and I was like, I'm quite petite, so I put on about 10, 12 pounds.
And what about Alicia? Did she have any competitors, or you knew it from the start?
First choice,
Really?
choice, 100%. I met with Warner Brothers and MGM, and we sat in a room and was like, well, who's Lara Croft? And we all kind of looked around and said, why don't we try Alicia Vikander? Kind of as a fantasy, because she had won the Oscar for Danish Girl. The kind of movies she had done wasn't really Tomb Raider type, Lara Croft. And I called her agent and I just pitched her the story, the basic 3 lines of the story, without telling her it was called Tomb Raider and Lara Croft, to see if she would gravitate to it. And she signed on and off we went. So she was number 1 choice.
And what was the most difficult part in the whole process?
I think maybe people, think the physicality, of course, was tough and cruel. But I must say, taking on a character that a lot of people already have an idea who she is. She has a great following and a big fan base. That, I think, was the biggest challenge, to be able to really make sure that I and my colleagues found the essence of Lara and keep the traits that she's so well known for, whilst also it's really our mission. You only make a film about a famous character if you think that you can bring something new, that you can surprise an audience and hopefully give them a new angle.
And can you tell me what is more difficult, to direct a brand new movie with an original score, or to reboot something everybody knows? What's difficult, what's more interesting for you?
I think every movie has the same challenges, and that is creating a story that the audience will invest in, and creating emotional connection between the characters. And then, of course, in a movie like this, you also have to create big stunts and spectacle.
And how was it to work with Alicia?
It was wonderful. She's such a dedicated actress and really pushes herself really hard. So it was wonderful. And also, as we're Norwegian and Swedish, we could speak our own languages together and no one else would understand.
And didn't she complain?
She never complains, even when her face was turning blue from the cold and the waters. She was always up for another take to get the scene right.
Are you satisfied with the results?
Yeah, I'm thrilled. You know, I was really excited when I saw it in the edit room, and I think we were all very thrilled to do press for it.
Опусти пистолет!
Это ты держишь палец на курке?
Не с той семьей ты связался.